Hello, everyone. I think everyone in class has had me before. Just in case there's somebody new, I'm Professor Migler, and I'm going to be teaching this section of global health during the summer 2 semester. So this is just going to be a pretty short video going over the course and the Blackboard component and where to find everything that you need for this course because it is completely online. So with it being completely online, lectures will be posted with a PowerPoint for you to take notes and a recording of the lecture. And I do suggest that you do listen to the recordings because there may be some information in the recordings that is not in the printed PowerPoints that are posted. Also, the other important thing about this course to know is that everyone will be taking the exams at the same time. And I will get to that in just a couple minutes. So first of all, I just want to go down here, professor information, my office, my telephone number. Office hours will be on Monday afternoons and Thursday mornings. They will be via Zoom. If you need to meet with me, you can scroll down here and click on this. This is how you will sign up for an office hour meeting. Just go to the dates and then you click on a slot to sign up. And then to join a meeting, this link right here will take you to the Zoom meeting that is created for office hours. So if you need to meet with me during office hours, that can all be taken care of in the Professor Information tab. If you need to meet with me and this time doesn't work, then just send me an email and we can probably set up a different time. Okay, important information for the course, the course syllabus, the course schedule, which will contain everything that is required and when it's due, and then of course the academic guide. I am not going to go through the syllabus. The only thing that I do want to make sure that you know is you can see how the assignments are weighted and then required textbooks and resources. There is really only one textbook. It is the Global Health 101 textbook that is used to lecture the global health issues. Information that I present about the healthcare systems in different countries, I obtain that information from different resources. There really isn't one textbook that is good for all that information. I do get a lot of the information from this website. To be honest with you, everything that you really need for the course, you will get from the lectures, especially if you use the PowerPoints and the recorded lectures. Exams will be taken using ExamSoft. Okay, so you will still need your ExamSoft account and Zoom. So when you are taking your exam on ExamSoft, your computer will lock down just like previously in-person class, and then you will log into the Zoom meeting on your cell phone, have your cell phone positioned somewhere so that I can see you during the test, okay? The APA manual will be helpful. There is a paper due in this class and it is written via using APA format and the latest 7th edition. Okay, that's about it for the syllabus. The course schedule will contain everything for each week of the course. It will have the readings that are due. There are discussion questions in this course. They are always due on Saturdays by 10 p.m. There is a paper that is due, and we will talk about that in a few minutes. The paper is not due week 1, just your country topics. Exams are on here. Once again, all the discussion, everything that is due each week is listed on the course schedule. And I don't know why the final exam got cut off here, so I will post a new course schedule with the final exam. The final exam is on Thursday, August 5th. Okay, so that is the basically bones of the course. Okay, learning modules. Each week is listed within each week's folder. You cannot see these yet when the course opens. I do not open the entire course at the same time. I don't want you working too far ahead and then getting confused with the exams, because it doesn't necessarily always correlate that what lectures are during the week will be on that exam that week. Because there is a week 4, where there is no exam, because that is where your big paper is due. So each week, when you're able to look into it, there will be folders for each lecture. Within each folder, there will be the PowerPoint posted, and there will be a recorded lecture. Okay, depending on the topic, there may also be some supplementary videos or documents that will help explain the information. Each week, if there is something due, it will also be included in that week's folder. So for week 1, you have to submit the countries that you are going to compare in the analysis paper that is due in week 4. So the Dropbox for that is here. The modules, the weeks will open on the Saturday before, okay? So Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. is when the upcoming week will open up, except for week 1 and week 2. Since there is a 4th of July break and the week of exam 1 is a short week, week 1 and week 2 will both open on June 26th at 8 a.m. so that you have time to review that information and be prepared for exam 1. Okay, so week 2 is when exam 1. So here is the information for exam 1. It will tell you what lectures, so pay close attention to this information. It will be posted in each week that there is an exam. It will have the date of the exam. All the exams are on Fridays except for the final exam. Exam 1, 2, and 3 are on Fridays at 9:10. Everyone is expected to take the exam at this time. You will need to make arrangements in your schedule to be available to take the exam at this time. The final exam is different. It is on a Thursday, August 5th. Also, just so you know, the final exam is not comprehensive. Okay, so just make sure that you pay attention to what topics are on each exam. So you can see here in week 2, Healthcare in the U.S. Part 3, Culture, Behavior, and Health, even though they're being lectured on that week, they are not included on exam 1. Okay. Week 3, lectures, exam 2 information. Week 4, lectures. The comparative analysis paper is due that week. Dropboxes to submit. Week 5, lectures, exam information. And then week 6, lectures, final exam. Notice it is not comprehensive. Okay. So that is how the course will be organized, and it will open up for you each week on Saturday mornings and weeks 1 and 2 will open together. Okay. Couple of assignments that are due. There are discussion questions for this course. They are a little different because of the number of students. You do not respond to each other's comments. You are just going to post one response to my initial question. And here are the guidelines for the discussion post. Discussion post will always be due on Saturdays by 10 p.m. Each discussion question is worth 20 points, and then there's 5 of them for a total of 100 points. Okay, so this gives you the breakdown of how they are graded. If you turn them in on time by 10 p.m. on the designated Saturday, you receive 5 points. I want to see your thoughts on the topics of the questions, okay? And these may be health issues that you have not thought of before. And so you may have some personal experience that you can bring to your response. You can base your response on the lectures, any videos that are posted. Okay, they do not have to follow APA format. You do not have to have references, but I do want them to be written in a professional tone, and I do want you to pay attention to your grammar and your vocabulary and think about your response. Okay, and so in the grade book, you will see discussion questions. There's a column for each discussion question. After each discussion question, I will post your grade for each question, but then your total discussion question grade will not be entered until the end of the course, after you've graded or entered all your discussion questions. If you forget to submit your question by 10 p.m. on the designated Saturday, you can still receive credit for the discussion question by posting it late. You just will receive 5 points less because it was late, but you can still post them late. You just will receive a reduced grade for that designated question. Okay, so those are the discussion questions. The other main assignment for this course is a group paper. It is called the comparative analysis paper, where you are going to research 2 healthcare systems in 2 different countries, and you are going to compare them. So let me bring up the guidelines for that. Okay. Now, the important thing to recognize and to know and follow is you are going to compare a healthcare system that is in the higher ranking and in the lower ranking, to compare and see what differences and maybe what makes this healthcare system better than this one, or how are their resources. So you're comparing 2 healthcare systems that one is ranked higher, one is ranked lower. They are ranked by the World Health Organization, and that document is included. Okay. The key thing is you cannot use a country that is highlighted in yellow. You cannot use a country that I lecture on in class. You have to pick 2 different countries that we do not go over in class. One of them needs to be 75 or higher, and the other one has to be below 75 in the ranking. Okay? So that is this first part that is due during week 1. You, as a group, have to choose the 2 countries that you are going to analyze, and one person in your group needs to submit those 2 countries that you are going to compare and analyze in your paper. The final paper is due Friday, July 23rd, which is in week 4, and there is no exam during that week because this paper is due. Okay. One of the other important things that I want to point out, this is a paper that is written according to APA formatting. We are using the 7th edition now. Also, a good resource for APA formatting, if you don't have the APA manual, is the Purdue OWL website. They have all of the APA formatting there, and it has been updated to the 7th edition. Okay. According to APA formatting, this is very important because you can lose several points if you do not do this. An APA paper has to be written in sections that are identified with headings. Okay, so make sure that you review the headings information in the APA formatting and use it in your paper. Also, I am beginning to grade papers using SafeAssign to make sure that it is your original work. Okay, so SafeAssign will be used when grading the papers. 90% of the paper will be from the group portion of the paper, so everybody will receive the same grade up to 90%. There is a peer evaluation portion of the grade where you will each evaluate your group members and their contributions to the paper. So it's really important that everybody pulls their weight and contributes to the paper. And so everybody in your group is going to complete a peer evaluation. This is worth the final 10 points or 10% of the paper grade. So everybody in the group may not receive the final same grade for this assignment depending on the peer evaluations. Okay. Here are some resources that you can use that are very helpful for the assignment for the paper. I think, one other thing that's really important, please do not upload your paper to Blackboard as a PDF file. It makes it a little more difficult to grade in Blackboard and make comments. Or even if I download it, it's much more difficult to make comments in a PDF file. So please upload it as a Word document. Okay, so those are the guidelines for the actual paper. They're also on Blackboard. The peer evaluation form is posted, and this is what your group number, your name, and then you are only evaluating your group members. You are not evaluating yourself. Everybody has to submit a peer evaluation. Okay, and then here is the same document that has the rankings for the countries by the World Health Organization. Now, as I mentioned, the comparative analysis paper is a group paper. You unfortunately do not get to pick your groups. I have already randomly assigned the groups. You can find your group members in the group tab. Okay, so if you click on the group tab, your comparative analysis group will show up. That will give you the members in your group. This paper has always been part of the online summer course. It is very doable, not being in person with each other, using either Google Docs, email. You guys are much better at the resources or the platforms to complete the assignment online with your group members. Okay, I'm just going to say it is very important that everybody contributes to the paper. It is a 10 to 15 page paper. Okay, that does not include your title page or your reference pages. Okay, so make sure that you go over those guidelines very carefully. Trying to think, discussion questions. Each week that when there's a discussion question, you will click on the discussion tab, and that's where you will be able to access the discussion questions. I will only open the discussion questions when they are due. I'm not going to open them all up at the same time because you will not have that information yet. Okay, so this is where you will answer those questions. Let's see, I'm trying to see what else there is. I think that is about it for the course. Announcements, this is how I will communicate things that I need you to know, or I will be checking in with you to see how it is going. I'm not just going to open the course and just leave you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Email. During summer too, when I am teaching classes, I will be checking my email on a daily basis. Okay. I think that is about it. So if you have any questions after watching this video, please feel free to send me an email and I will gladly answer your questions. And I am looking forward to working with you this semester and hopefully maybe broadening your concepts and your ideas as far as health and health issues on a global perspective. Okay?